Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a chilling mystery that blurs the lines between time, technology, and pure terror. What if a desperate plea for help arrived a full day before the crime even happened? What if the future wasn't just a concept, but a horrifying warning echoing back to us? Get ready, because this story is going to stick with you long after the video ends. You won't believe how this plays out. A brief pause for suspense, allowing the initial setup to sink in. Imagine this. The clock hits 2:37 a.m. The phone rings. It's an emergency call, a woman's voice trembling, whispering those four terrifying words. "He's here. Please send help." But here's the twist. When officers arrived at the location, nothing. No signs of struggle, no woman, no crime to be found. It was as if the call itself was a phantom. Until exactly 24 hours later, the unthinkable happened. The murder actually occurred. Shift in tone, more investigative. Now I know what you're thinking. A glitch? A prank call? But the details surrounding this case are far more sinister. We're talking about dark static hissing through old tape, the faint echo of a 911 operator repeating, a voice too real to be faked. And that timestamp, it was from the future. This isn't just a story. It's a terrifying puzzle piece in a larger, more horrifying picture. Introduce the protagonist. Our story begins in a rain-soaked city, flashing red lights reflecting on wet asphalt. This is where we meet Detective Ryan Cole. Picture him. Tired eyes, the kind that have seen too much, and a reputation for chasing leads that others would call impossible. He's in his dimly lit office, probably nursing a cold coffee when his phone rings. It's dispatch. "You need to hear this," they say, their voice laced with an unusual urgency. "It came in last night, but the timestamp doesn't make sense." Build the mystery of the call. Ryan listens. A woman, clearly in a panic, describes her location: 101 Bridge Street. The call is dated March 18th, 2:37 a.m. But today? It's March 17th. Chills, right? He replays the call, trying to make sense of it. In the background, he hears faint footsteps, then a man's low whisper, and then, abruptly, static. The woman's voice vanishes mid-scream. It's a snapshot of terror, but from a day that hasn't even arrived yet. Ryan, the seasoned skeptic, immediately asks the tech team to verify. Their report? The system confirms it. The call is real. No spoofing, no edits. A glitch, or something far more unsettling? Transition to the crime scene investigation. Armed with this impossible information, Ryan heads to Bridge Street. It's silent. A landscape of abandoned warehouses stretching into the fog. His flashlight cuts through the dust and shadows, revealing nothing. No blood, no signs of struggle, just the faint metallic scent of burnt electronics hanging heavy in the air. Then, under a broken window, he spots it. A burned phone, half melted. Its SIM card is destroyed, but here's where it gets truly weird. The phone's battery is warm, like it was just used. He sends it to forensics, hoping for answers. What they report back only deepens the mystery. The phone's internal clock is 24 hours ahead. Exactly. Psychological impact on the detective. Back at the precinct, Ryan is consumed. He replays the call over and over. The woman's voice, initially just a soundbite, starts to echo in his mind, growing clearer, more desperate with each listen. Her tone shifts, pleading, then whispering, then, chillingly, calling his name. He slams the tape recorder off. The room suddenly feels colder, the impossible reality of the situation pressing in on him. This wasn't just a case anymore. It was personal. Introduction of Lena Brooks. The next morning, as if on cue, a missing persons report lands on his desk. Lena Brooks, 29 years old, freelance journalist, last seen near Bridge Street. It's the same voice. The pieces of this terrifying puzzle are starting to fit together, but in the most nightmarish way possible. Ryan digs deeper into Lena's life. He discovers she had been investigating a fascinating, if not controversial, story about temporal tech experiments. Companies trying to predict crimes using advanced AI and sound analysis. One company, ChronoSafe, keeps popping up. They even had government contracts. Encounter with ChronoSafe. Ryan visits ChronoSafe headquarters. It's a sleek, mirror-glass building, humming with the quiet menace of security drones. He's met by a PR officer, all smiles and practiced politeness. "We don't handle emergency communications," she says, a little too smoothly. "We predict them." Ryan, sensing a wall, presses her. "Sometimes," she admits, her smile faltering. "The algorithm sends out warnings before things happen. But we've never had a call." Her eyes flick to the side, a subtle tell that Ryan doesn't miss. He leaves, his gut screaming one thing: they're lying. ChronoSafe knows more than they're letting on. The critical clue. That night, sleep is impossible for Ryan. The rain hasn't stopped, mirroring the storm in his mind. He replays Lena's call again, focusing. This time, he catches something new. A faint, rhythmic beep in the background. He filters the audio, isolating the sound. The beep matches a ChronoSafe prototype device frequency. The pieces are finally snapping into place. He immediately drives back to Bridge Street, the urgency in his bones impossible to ignore. The encounter at Bridge Street. As he steps into the same abandoned warehouse, lightning cracks across the sky. For a split second, in the blinding flash, he sees her. Lena, alive, standing in the corner. Then the lights flicker, and she's gone. Vanished. Only a tape recorder remains, still running, with a single, chilling message scrawled on it. "If you're hearing this, he's not after me anymore. He's after you." Ryan backs away, his heart pounding. Just then, his radio crackles. It's dispatch again. "Detective, we just got another call. Same voice, same location, but time-stamped for tomorrow." The loop is closing in. The tragic conclusion, 24 hours later. The city wakes to headlines. "Journalist found dead. Same site as predicted call." But there's another mystery. Detective Cole is missing. Investigators find his car near the river. Inside, his notebook, the tape recorder, and one final haunting message scribbled in his handwriting. It's not the future calling us. It's the past, trying to warn itself. The case is officially closed as a technical anomaly. ChronoSafe quietly dissolves, vanishing like a ghost. The chilling epilogue. But the story doesn't end there. 6 months later, a new dispatch center begins testing a predictive 911 system. Their first test recording, a man's voice, whispering, "This is Detective Cole. Please send help." The timestamp reads, 1 day ahead. The final scene fades to static, the faint sound of rain returning. Then, the original recording replays again, distorted, echoing into the darkness. "He's here. Please send help." And then silence. A phone rings, breaking the quiet. Cut to black. What a terrifying thought, right? That we might be living in a loop, unable to escape a future that has already happened. This story truly makes you wonder about the nature of time and destiny. If this chilling tale got your heart racing, please hit that like button and subscribe for more mind-bending mysteries and thrilling content. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think happened to Detective Cole? And what's your take on the idea of predictive technology? Let us know. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.